It was good, y'all. Fusion, aka JC here, back with another video. And today we're doing the Black Widow skill tree. Um, I just got Black Widow, and I really don't like how she plays. She's only really good against one-on-one fights, maybe two-on-one. You really don't have a lot of crowd control abilities, but like you get a lot of like one-on-one damage. So you got like a nice little stealth and all that. So now you do here's your light attacks. Basically a light combo right there. Hit X, a lot, and then you can actually knock them up. And then you got your jump attack, that's honestly one of her best moves for damage. I actually like it a lot. You spider sweep, you hold X, and then you get a knockdown. You just trip them, and then it also breaks blocks. And then you get your cyclone kick. Press X after dodging for a nice little counter attack. That's pretty solid against, just like how I said, 1v1s. Then you got your splinter kick, which is a sprint kick. This causes them to turn around. Nice little attack. Now you got your heavy attack, which is your little nightsticks. Like I said, they don't really do a lot of damage compared to all the others, but your spinning fury, jump, hit Y for a nice little combo. This is a slam. You knock them on the ground, and then you get free attacks after. And then you got your impact grenade. You hold Y for a nice little damage. Like it breaks blocks, and then it can also slow them down a little bit so you can reposition. Back alley gambit. Press Y after dodging for a nice little baton slam from range. I think it's solid. And then you got your baton strike, a nice little combo with your X's and Y's. This actually does quite a bit of damage. It causes them to knock back. Well, actually fly back, excuse me. So you can definitely like reposition after that. Night watch, you jump and then hold Y for a heavy baton slam for a fly back, so you can get even more space to reposition. And then after that, you got your whatever that's called. You sprint and then you hit Y for a nice little knockback again, so you can reposition. That's one thing that you have to learn how to do with this hero, because you got your pistols. They control exactly what you think how they would. You hold I just call it a bullet storm for a quick little charge, a burst of pistols. Breaks blocks, does decent damage. And then you got your upgraded, which is a high caliber shot, which is basically like a really, really strong pistol. You hold RT. This thing, you hold RT for even more damage, and it causes them to stumble. It's very, very high damage, and then it also breaks blocks. And then this increases the maximum ammo by 2 shots, and then increase the critical attack damage dealt by this by 10%. And then for your regular gun, you get 4 extra rounds for this upgrade. And then you got a fully auto shot. It makes your guns switch to fully automatic. Not really a lot of damage, but it causes them to flinch if you just do epic spray. This increases the mag size by 20 rounds, and then increase the stun damage dealt by the fully auto round shot by 15%. You need to use those guns those are like your main things for your protection. And that's why that I feel like that you gotta learn how to maneuver well. And here's some defensive abilities. They're pretty basic. You dodge and all that. And then on the last one was just a zip line, so you can grab onto people and then grab on things. And then you have a vault. You hold B. Now this is your Widow's thing. It's a basically just like a counter attack. Really, really good against, you know, 2 people. Then you get your whiplash, which is the same thing as your counter, but after you counter, you can quickly press Y for a nice little execution, and then you have your upgraded like power line, so you can jump farther. But that's about it for her primary things. Now you got your intrinsic ability, which is Shadow Ops. Attacking enemies without taking damage boosts the energy of intrinsic Shadow Ops, and then you increase 20% damage, increase the amount of Shadow Shop energy gained by 15%, increase the critical chance when intrinsic abilities overload by 15%. And now you can do a smoke grenade. Hold Y to toss a smoke grenade that can turn you invisible. That is also your support ability, but we'll get to that later. And then increase the duration of invisibility caused by the smoke grenade by 2 seconds. Perfect evasion incoming attacks grant 15% of Shadow Ops energy, and critical attacks gain 15% more intrinsic Shadow Op energy. Basically, it's all about the combos. So if you combo well, then you're gonna get your damage up. Now you have your ultimate. It's called Power Surge. You get this long stick, and you do shock damage. You break blocks, and it's straight up combos. Pistol damage and reload speed is increased by 20%. And then you hold X for like a sweep. It breaks blocks, and then it also does a knockdown. And also on the other one before that, your shots gain some shock damage. Now for your midair, you hold X and then you do like a spin, like to juggle them. This is very Devil May Cry-esque. Increased stun damage while Power Surge is active by about 30%. Extend the duration by 4 seconds. And increase the damage resistance by 30%. Pretty basic stuff. If you ever played Devil May Cry, then you'll understand that it's really all about comboing. Increase the damage of Widow Bite, which we will get to later, by 20%. 35% increased damage for staff attacks while overcharged with Power Surge is active. And defeat enemies with Power Surge activate has a 15% chance of dropping a regen pack. Now you got your Widow's Bite, which is basically like a shock. But this is your high damage stagger, and really, really good. Like, I think that's her best ability. Hold an additional charge of Widow Bite Dart. Okay, so you can use 2. Pretty basic stuff. And then hold a second additional charge, so you get 3. Okay, and then you get another, go to your specializations. You got the Widow Bite inflicts more damage by 40% and increase the chance to stun. Defeat at least one enemy with Widow Bite will recharge 20% of heroic energy for that ability. So then if you defeat somebody, then you get it faster, and hold an additional Widow Bite charge. So that's, if you have them all, then you can hold at least 4. Okay, increase the range of the shock field by about 35%. And the Widow Bite projectile will attach instead of exploding and deal shock damage. Now you can channel it, and then it goes into a melee attack for more damage. It breaks blocks and also does a super far knockback. And then you have, here is your support ability, which turns you invisible. They can't see you, so then you can take off of all the aggro. And then enemies with low health that are affected by Veil of Shadows are instantly killed. Okay, now when it comes to the upgraded version of that, you defeat an enemy while Veil of Shadow is active, will extend the duration of the ability by 1.2 seconds. So basically, the more you defeat somebody, the longer it lasts. You can increase the range by 30%, increase the duration that teammates remain invisible by 5 seconds. So you can turn your friends invisible and increase the critical attack chance for teammates by 30%. Also, you do 20% increased damage to nearby enemies. So you do more damage and they can't even see you. Increase the duration by 3 seconds and increase the attack the critical attack chance up to 35, and enemies defeated while Veil of Shadow is active has a 35% chance to drop a heroic orb. So like I said earlier, this hero is all about positioning. So if you want to play somebody like that, then run her. All right, I'm out. Peace.